Okay, good morning all. Bore da. Welcome to week 3 of the reopening, which is the final week of the school year. As you know, it's been a very difficult and strange year this year for all. We've got to really be positive and look forward to the next school year, which obviously starts in September. Next month, we will be having results days for year 11, 12, and 13, which will be by appointment. So good luck to them. And also to the year 10 pupils, but they'll have their results sent home, which I'll explain to their parents through a letter. Okay, so really good luck to the students picking up results. Now, this time of year and this week, we'd be having activities week with lots going on. There would be trips running. We'd have had a Eisteddfod sports day, and we really want to get back to that time and those events. So let's hope we can be then this time next year. An interesting graphic this from last Friday. As you can see, there were 10 cases reported on Friday of coronavirus and 0 deaths. You can see the total cases of coronavirus in Wales there and the total number of deaths due to coronavirus. Now, because of those figures, only 10 cases reported and 0 deaths, has led to the Welsh Government actually kind of, I suppose, dampening down on the lockdown and the relaxing of certain things. So I'm very interested in your thoughts. This is what is going to be happening now for the next couple of weeks, where we start to kind of reopen certain things, as you can see from the dates there and the different images of what will be opening. And that culminates on the 3rd of August, where people can go inside pubs and restaurants, but campsites will be opening, cinemas, hairdressers and pub gardens and outdoor cafes actually open on Monday. But as you can see, so as we start to come out of lockdown because of the 0 deaths and a few cases of coronavirus, and we still hope that continues as we start to reopen. So I'm very interested about your thoughts. Are you anxious about it? Do you think it's a good thing, etc.? So is it, should we go straight back to normal, or should we be cautious about it? And should things change as a result of coronavirus? Should certain things stay forever with us? So I'm interested with your thoughts about it. So please ask your teacher to pause the video and have a discussion about those things. Okay, looking to September and a return to school that was announced last week. So these are a few dates for you. Tuesday, 2nd of September will be an in-set training day, whereby we'll have staff on site in school and not pupils. And then the following 2 weeks, we'll see a gradual increase of year groups come into school. Likely start with year 7 and year 10 or the 6th form. And then from Monday, the 14th September, all pupils will be accommodated in school. Now, some people think that it's actually back to normal how it was last September, for example. This is not the case. We will have very clear rules and expectations all around safety, around coronavirus, making sure that we're all safe. Okay, there will be staggered starts like you're having now in school. Break times and finish times will be very different for people. So don't expect you just go back into how it was. Timetables likely to be different as well, as we see to kind of minimize people gathering and walking between lessons. So there'll be more information that will come and lesson plans. So please make sure you do follow us on Twitter and also keep looking at the website for updates as well. We will be informing yourselves and your parents over the summer holidays of what actually the return to school looks like. So it's the last day of the school year for you. Now, it'd be very interesting as well to hear your reflections of the school year, how distance learning was. We've covered that, but also try and remember what school was like for you this year and what was good about it, what wasn't good about it. So please, again, stop the video and have a chat with your partners or your teacher about what you thought of this school year. Okay, one thing that most of you did well and that's going to accomplish is that you survived distance learning, which has been a kind of something we've all had to get used to, and also the staff as well. So if I could give you a certificate for everything you've done with distance learning, then I would, because it has been quite an achievement for us all, quite challenging as well. It's the last day of school for you guys, but it's also this time is when we actually say goodbye to a few staff. Now, Mr. Lavender, Miss Ali, Miss Evans girls, okay, have all been covering on maternity leave for different staff. And they've all done a tremendous job. And those of you lucky enough to be taught by one of those, I'm sure you will agree that it'll be sad to see them go. But then we'll then welcome back Mrs. O'Mckin, Mrs. Thomas, and Mrs. Dean from maternity. So if you haven't seen them yet, Mrs. Thomas actually comes in this week, and Miss Dean will be back in September, and Mrs. Hillman King was back last week. So if you haven't seen those staff, then you will be seeing them in September. So welcome back to you. There's also one person who's retiring, and that is Miss Thompson, looking very happy in the middle of there. Now, she has had a remarkable career. She's been in the school for 16 years. She's taught hundreds and hundreds of pupils, from brothers, sisters, aunties, etc. that you probably know. And her kind of values are pupils are always at the forefront, and no matter what she does, it's always for the pupils. And everything she does is directed for you guys. Okay, she's been a brilliant member of staff at the school, been head of English, she's run Parliament, she's been on the senior leadership team, and she's been brilliant for me since I've been in the head teacher of Wedge High School. She is someone who will always tell you what she feels, and if you don't like the answer, well, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? She won't tell you what you want to hear. She'll tell you what she feels, and that's a very important quality to have. As we know, she's someone not to mess with, and from walking past the classroom and her talons off, I wouldn't like to be on the wrong end of them. And if you have, well, you did something wrong, and you deserved it, no doubt. So we'll all miss Miss Thompson, and I think it's very important to raise a glass and say, well done, Miss Thompson, you've been a fantastic member of staff, and we'll miss you all greatly. Well done, you. Okay, so last thing to say is have a great summer. You've got 6 weeks off, okay? As I said, there will be updates about what school will look like in September, so please take a look at those. Also, take care of yourself and your family. It's still a difficult time. Coronavirus is still out there. Some people we see think it's gone away. This is not the case, and it can come back and increase those cases and those deaths. So please look after yourself and other people as well. And the last thing to say is have a great last day of the school year. Thanks again for coming to school, and we'll see you in September. Okay, take care. Bye.